friends. Sometimes to truly understand a place, you can't just listen to those who live there. You must stay still and hear what outsiders feel. Today we won't hear Vietnamese voices. Instead, we'll let travelers from around the world tell the story of Vietnam through what they saw, heard, and experienced.
No tourist lens. No promotional gloss.
Just honest, simple, and somehow magical fragments. I expected nothing, and Vietnam gave me so much more. Elena, Spain. I booked my ticket to Vietnam after a long journey across Asia. I thought it'd be like other places, pretty crowded, cheap. But from the moment I landed at Noi Bai Airport, I knew I was wrong. An old man helped me when I got lost. A Grab driver waited patiently as I bought banh mi, and only started the meter after. And that first night, I sat in the heart of the old quarter, slurping a hot bowl of pho amidst the laughter of the street. Vietnam wasn't just a destination. It felt like being welcomed with no conditions. Here chaos has order. It's noisy, but it's peaceful. Tom, UK. When I first arrived in Ho Chi Minh City, I thought, no way I can survive here for more than 3 days. The honking, the scooters, the crowds. But strangely, by day 5, I was used to it. By day 10, I was in love. I started my mornings with iced milk coffee, ate broken rice under tin roof stalls, and listened to the city wake with vendor calls and bamboo brooms. Saigon never sleeps. But in this ever-awake place, I learned how to slow down. Every dish is a memory, even if I never lived here.
Juliano, Brazil.
In Hue, I sat with an old lady who cooked bun bo at dawn. She didn't speak English, I didn't speak Vietnamese. But she handed me a spoon and smiled. The aroma of the broth, the spicy sate, the sweetness at the tip of my tongue. I realized Vietnamese food isn't just delicious. It's how people preserve culture. With their hands, their hearts, and their memories. I came to Ha Giang alone. But I never felt lonely. Felix, Germany. A child took me around the village without saying a word. An old woman gave me a bowl of corn porridge when I shivered in the Rocky Highlands. That night I looked up and saw a million stars. I cried. Not from sadness, but because for the first time I felt small in the face of such beauty. Vietnam gave me the feeling that no matter who you are, you have a place here. In Hoi An, I didn't need to do anything to feel complete. Naomi, Japan. I just wandered through lantern-lit alleys, listening to the soft chime of glass in the breeze. I sipped hot tea, watched the river flow, watched locals float candles and prayers into the night.
No checklist.
No must-sees.
No deadlines.
Just living fully in each minute. Phu Quoc wasn't just a tropical escape. It was where I healed. Zara, South Africa. I was burnt out from work. A friend said, go to Phu Quoc. I didn't expect much. Just sun, sea, and sleep. But I got so much more. I swam at sunrise. Ate seafood fresh from the net. Chatted with a man who's been making fish sauce for 40 years. And I felt peace. After so many weary months. Different voices, one message. No matter where they came from or what language they spoke, they all felt the same truth. Vietnam is a place that opens hearts. Not because of pretty views or low costs, but because of something immeasurable. Sincerity, hospitality, and the way it makes you feel like you belong. Every journey takes us outward into the world, and inward back to ourselves. Through the eyes of international friends, Vietnam isn't just a land of beautiful pictures. It's a place where the smallest moments, a smile, a nod, a steaming bowl of rice, can stay in your heart forever. Episode: Festivals where the land, sky and people converge. 1. Vietnam festivals rooted in the earth, the sky, and the soul. Tet Nguyen Dan, the first breath of the Vietnamese New Year. More than a simple turn of the calendar, Tet is when the core values of Vietnamese culture come together. Family bonds and reverence for ancestors. Spiritual connection and wishes for renewal. And timeless customs like wrapping bon chung, picking spring buds, and exchanging New Year greetings. A northern Tet, biting cold but heartwarming. A southern Tet, sun-drenched, alive with firecrackers and blooming apricot blossoms. Tet is not just a celebration. It is the Vietnamese soul made visible. Buffalo Fighting Festival, Du Sun, strength and sea spirits. What may seem like a battle of brute force is in truth a sacred ritual, a tribute to sea deities and ancestral professions, praying for a harmonious year. As the drums thunder and two buffaloes clash like mythical creatures, the crowd doesn't just witness strength, they feel the devotion behind it. Hung King's Festival, remembering the roots of a nation. Every year on the 10th day of the third lunar month, millions journey to Phu Tho to honor the Hung Kings, the legendary ancestors of the Vietnamese people. There's no need for grand ceremonies. Just stepping into the sacred grounds of Den Hung is enough to feel your heart slow down, as if meeting yourself within the flow of ancestry. 2. Southeast Asia, where festivals are the fusion of spirit and daily life. Songkran, the Thai Water Festival. Under the scorching April sun, Thai people welcome their new year by drenching one another in water, a ritual of cleansing, blessing, and pure joy. You'll get soaked, but it's the kind that makes you laugh all day. In Thailand, strangers become friends when they hand you a bucket and invite you into the celebration. Loi Krathong Festival of Lights. Thailand, Laos, Myanmar. On the full moon of the 11th lunar month, thousands of lotus-shaped lanterns are set afloat, carrying away misfortunes and sending hopes downstream. Thousands of flickering lights float on the water, each one holding a dream, a wish, a silent prayer to the vast unknown. Hari Raya, the embrace of Islam and Malay tradition. Malaysia, Indonesia, marking the end of Ramadan. Hari Raya is a time of reunion, forgiveness, and warm generosity. In their finest traditional clothing, Muslim families open their doors to neighbors, regardless of faith. Because on this day the greatest gift is acceptance. 3. Festivals of Fusion, when tradition meets the modern world. Hue Festival, where the past walks into the present. Held every 2 years, this festival blends imperial heritage with contemporary arts. Royal court music and water puppetry. 3D mapping over Hue's ancient citadel.
Áo dài phá sân sâu on trường tiền Beric.
Hue, usually gentle and quiet, transforms during festival season, as if draped in a new robe, part ancient, part alive. Street carnivals, Philippines, Sinulog, Atiatihan. A tropical echo of Rio's carnival, full of rhythm, color, and contagious energy. Amid drumbeats and dancing feet, young and old move together in one river of joy. There's no audience, no performers, only shared celebration. A festival is not just a day of joy. It's a moment when people, rich or poor, urban or rural, step out of daily routines to meet themselves again, to reconnect with their roots, and to rediscover one another. Whether you visit Vietnam in the blossom-filled spring, the sunlit summer under a harvest moon, or during sacred seasons, there is always a festival waiting to welcome you. Asterisk asterisk. Each one holds a piece of identity, a chapter of history, and an invitation to feel, to belong, to celebrate. The hands that preserve the Vietnamese soul. In Vietnam, culture isn't just kept behind museum glass. You can feel it in a pair of wooden clogs, in the intricate embroidery of a handkerchief, or in the rhythmic clatter of a loom echoing behind a village home. 1. Craft villages, where tradition never sleeps. Bat Trang Pottery Village, Hanoi. Just a few kilometers from Hanoi's center, Bat Trang has been making ceramics for over 500 years. From tiny teacups to large cobalt-glazed vases, every piece is hand-molded, carved, glazed, and fired by skilled artisans. Each creation tells a story of earth, of fire, and of patience. Van Phuc Silk Village, Ha Dong. Once offering silk to the royal court, Van Phuc's textiles are delicate yet strong, shimmering yet modest, a mirror of the Vietnamese spirit. Silk is not just to wear, it's a way to touch the softness of culture. Bamboo and rattan craft villages, Thatch That, Hanoi/Ben Duong. From humble bamboo, artisans craft chairs, lamps, and tea trays, both traditional and modern. Bamboo isn't luxurious, but it is resilient and real, just like the Vietnamese. 2. Memory lives in the crafts passed down through generations. Chuan No Mother of Pearl Inlay Village, Hung Yen. Oyster and clam shells, under careful hands, are inlaid into wooden furniture, tea chests, and decor with shimmering elegance. Each tiny shell is a piece of light, like fragments of memory pieced together into a homeland. Traditional bronze casting, Dai Bai, Bac Ninh/Phuc Kio Quang Nam. From earthen molds, molten bronze is poured to form temple bells, drums, and sacred statues. The sound of a hand-cast temple bell is like no other sound in the world. 3. Simple yet remarkable, the quiet beauty of humble crafts. Conical hat villages, Hue Hate. The poetic conical hat is not just for sun and rain, it's a cultural symbol. Some even hold poems or silhouettes of Truong Tien Bridge or Nguben Mountain woven inside. You can buy a hat for a few dollars, but it takes hours to carefully weave every single palm leaf. Incense-making villages, Quang Po Ca, Hanoi. Bundles of red incense sticks dry under the sun like flowers in bloom. Made with cinnamon, agarwood, and tree resin, the scent is both light and deep. The craft of incense is one of quiet devotion, as if each stick lights up a silent prayer. 4. Craft villages in the journey of modernization. Many traditional villages are fading, but some are finding new life, thanks to younger generations. Young artisans bringing crafts to e-commerce platforms, blending tradition with contemporary design, e.g., bamboo home decor, Japanese-style ceramics. Offering craft village tours. Try your hand at pottery, weaving, or inlay work. Tradition doesn't disappear, as long as someone keeps telling its story in a new language. A pair of hands, a wooden loom, a piece of silk. Sometimes that's all it takes to connect us to generations past. If you've ever bought a silk scarf, a pair of wooden sandals, or a hand-thrown ceramic teacup, pause for a moment and imagine who made it, who taught them, and how long will that tradition live if we don't remember it?